Oh my god, was I not recording? Oh, you're kidding me! Hello there, I'm just down here at what is known as the slag heap once again, and it's not long before it gets dark actually. It's still quite light at the minute, but I'm not sure exactly what time it is. It must be like 7:30 or something like that, I'm not sure. But anyway, I've just noticed while I was down here, there's a few trees down with the wind, like maybe 2, 3, 4, something like that, but I just found like quite a big one here. I think this one must have come down with the strong winds we had, like a few must have been like a month or two back, something like that. I'm not sure if it was the wind or whether it's been like pulled down or something. It's probably the wind though, but I'm noticing the tree hasn't got any leaves on it. I think the council or somebody must have been along and they've stripped all the leaves off it and stuff, snapped a lot of the branches off and stuff. So here is the tree here, and this is where the roots have come out of the ground here, as you can see. So I'm just a bit puzzled because this tree is right on the edge of another group of trees, right? And it's fell like forwards. So how come every other tree here is still standing perfectly alright and everything, upright, in an upright position? And this one tree here is like fell down with the wind by the looks of it. Or was it the wind? Or did somebody pull it down or something? Maybe the council took it down for some reason. Maybe it was dead or something. I've got no idea. But to my knowledge, they don't usually pull down trees if they're dead, unless they're causing a problem. Because further up on the path round here, there was another tree came down with the wind. They've moved that one now, but it was hanging over the path for a while. Like you had to walk around the path to get past. It was right across the path. So, this tree certainly wasn't down last time I was here. That's for sure. But it certainly is now. And for some reason, I don't know why, but there never seems to be many squirrels around here. But there's plenty of them in Jarrow Cemetery. I don't know why that is, because there's loads of trees here, loads of grass. You think this would be the perfect spot for like squirrels to hang out. I have seen a couple here, like probably 3 in total, and that's over a period of months. And speaking of Bede'S Cemetery, I decided to try to join the Bede'S Cemetery group on Facebook. It's called the Friends of Bede'S Cemetery, right? And I put one of my videos in the group. It was the one called Squirrel Hunting at Bede'S Cemetery. But it was allowed in, right? They accepted it. They approved the video. I don't know how long it was in for, but the thing is, I got like 1 or 2 likes on it, right? But the next time I looked, which was today, it's gone. It's been removed from the group. So I thought, oh, that's bloody marvellous, isn't it? Every group I join, especially the local ones in my area, whenever I try to put a video in or something about the Bede'S area or Jarrow area, like it always gets removed, or they don't allow it in the first place. So I'm not too happy about that. Like so what I did was I messaged the one of the what do you call them? Administrators, I guess they're called admins. I messaged one of them today, but they haven't answered back yet, and they probably won't. No my luck. Asking why it was removed and how come they didn't tell us anything about it or anything, give us a reason. And it's just that I said that these groups, you know, they don't exactly encourage warmth and friendship. They seem to do the exact opposite of that, if you know what I mean. Like they just, it's like cold and what do you call it? Cold and something else. I don't know. Just cold, basically. It's cold. They treat you in a cold manner, very cold, and it's not very friendly. Cold and unfriendly. That's probably a good way of describing it. So I'm not too happy about that. So let's see what she says, because I says that it doesn't exactly, you know, it doesn't seem very friendly in these groups, like, because you know, like people post stuff about like, does anyone know of a somebody who can fix a garden fence or a door, or has anyone got a, you know, some item they need for the house, you know, things like that, like sales type stuff and that. But like, why can't you post, like, if you live in Heaven, right, if you're in a Heaven group on there, right, or if you live in Jarrow, why can't you post a video of just about nearly anything you've just videoed around the area, or you've talked about stuff, and you live in the area, so you're a Heaven citizen, you know what I mean, one of the locals, and you've put a video in of stuff you want to talk about within the area, or even if you've just received something in the post, you've just got something, you're a person from Heaven, and you're talking about something you bought there. Surely that should be allowed in, shouldn't it? Because you're in Heaven, and you're a Heaven citizen and all that, why wouldn't it be allowed in? They put all sorts of other stuff in there that I'm thinking, well, why are they allowed that in and not my stuff? So anyway, in my groups, if anyone's watching from Jarrow or Heaven, I've got 2 groups on Facebook, and if anyone wants to join any of them, if you're interested, I don't censor anyone from putting in what they want to put in my group, right? I've got one group about like Blu-rays, 4K movies and movies in general, and it's for people mainly in Jarrow and Heaven, but if you're not in Jarrow and Heaven, you can still join. I wouldn't stop anyone. Everyone's welcome. And also, I've got a paranormal group, but I'm not really doing any paranormal stuff at the minute because of me problems, and me foot problem as well, kind of go for. And if you want to join that one, you can post whatever you like, as long as it's not illegal, because I don't want to get banned, you know, for some illegal stuff in there. But anything else, anything you like, just you can put it in. Doesn't have to be necessarily paranormal, but if it is, you can put it in just the same. I don't censor anyone. I don't try to stop anyone from posting stuff. If you've got a video of your YouTube channel, you want to promote it, you can just fire away, stick anything in my groups, I don't care. Because I'm sick of these people who try to censor the shit out of you on Facebook. And they don't treat you very nicely, you know what I'm saying? It's just all about control, and you can't post this, you can't do that, you can't do this. Well, sod it! You can do what you like in my group, as long as it's not against Facebook's rules. And I don't agree with every Facebook rule either, by the way, but because I don't like rules in general. So anyway, just to let you know, that's a heads up, okay? Right, one thing I've noticed while I've been down here today is the runners are out. I'm not one of them, of course, but I don't run. I don't run. I used to run for buses, but that's about it. That was a long time ago, though. I can barely walk at the minute, never mind run, so those people don't know how lucky they actually are, you know. So yeah, but you know something, even though I'm not doing any paranormal investigating at the minute, it often surprises me, you know, that people don't actually try to find do investigations or try to find spirits or ghosts in places like this. Because I've done down here a few times, and there is stuff going on down here, you know what I'm saying? But everyone seems to head for places like Chillingham Castle, Dunstanburgh Castle. Although I haven't said that, I've been there myself, like, so I'm guilty of that one. But I still do the regular places as well, because you know, you can pretty much find spirits pretty much anywhere if you look hard enough. So you don't have to go to some spooky castle and pay a lot of money to get inside, you know what I'm saying? You can do it for free in your own neck of the woods type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so this is a good spot because I've picked up a few voices down here, and I did hear someone shout hello down here one night when I was by myself in the dark. But I've mentioned that before, and I had just stopped recording on my camera and I didn't pick it up. So anyway, but just, you know, it surprises me, you know. Right, so I'm just heading across this massive field here. It's quite a size, this field. A lot of people obviously walk their dogs on it, like there's someone over there walking their dog. I often get attacked by dogs down here. I don't like that, to be honest, and then again, who does? I was once in them trees over there one afternoon or evening. It was still light, and an Alsatian just appeared from behind the tree I was standing next to, and it started snarling and barking at us. Oh my god. Talk about panic situations. Jeez, I thought it was going to jump on us and rip us to shreds, you know. But it didn't, and the bloke come along and owned it, and he couldn't give a rat's arse, basically. He did not care. He really didn't. I wasn't too happy about that, I tell you. He didn't have anything to say, he didn't apologise or anything. Anyway, we're heading towards this tree that's sort of fell over with the wind, but it's still got all its greenery on it, you know, all the leaves or whatever you call them. I don't think it's leaves, it's like a ferny, what's it called, like a conifer or something like that. Well, I've just arrived at where this tree is fallen over, but before I show you that, it was just over here, just next to this tree here, where I heard a voice of somebody speaking out loud. Like I told you that night when I was in these trees in the dark. It was in the summer actually. I haven't put the video together yet. I was doing just talking about stuff in the trees there in the dark with the night vision, and pretty much stopped recording just over here, and I was just putting the camera away and stuff, and I heard somebody shout, "Hello!" I was looking around like nobody there. It is a bit slightly freaky when you're in the pitch black darkness by yourself and you hear some bloke shout hello only a few feet away from you. But anyway, I stood my ground, and I didn't try to communicate with him because I'm not really doing anything. I haven't been doing anything like that for a while. Well, I did a few months back and then I stopped again, and I still haven't finished the video that I did that night. I was in what's it called, Hebben. I was in the grounds of Hebben Hall, Carl Ellison Hall, which is next to Hebben Park. I was in the grounds of there. I went all around the inside of the grounds, around the back and everything. And yeah, I haven't put it together yet because of stuff that's happening. But anyway, here is the tree that has fallen over, it would appear. And I don't know what sort of tree this is, but it's sort of similar to a Christmas tree, you know, with the what do you call it? The you know, these what are they called? It's like a Christmas tree type thing, but it's not exactly the shape of a Christmas tree, but these bits here are very similar to what you have on a Christmas tree, I guess. So if anyone does need a Christmas tree and you're a bit hard up this year, I suggest you come here. Just kidding. I don't want to get in trouble off the council, but you know what I mean. Because there's a few of these type of trees around here, and they're very nice trees. So I don't know why they haven't tried to replant this one, because obviously it's not that it's in its best position, is it, lying down like this? Unless it'll re-sprout into an upright position or something, I don't know. Maybe the wind might blow it this way and it falls back into its, its regular position. I doubt it, like, but you know. But over here is where the roots, where it's come out by its roots from the ground here. It's got grass growing around it, as you can probably see. I think that's what's happened here. So there's not a big hole like the other tree I just showed you. You know, where it's come out of the ground, where the winds, just the gale force winds, has just like knocked it clean out of its position in the ground. You know, where it's been rooted in. Pay attention, lad. So, oops. Sorry, I'm just talking to the camera here. This camera actually looks a bit like number Johnny 5 from the Short Circuit movies, and it sometimes looks the other direction. It's like, it's almost as if it's seen like some attractive girl in a tight pair of shorts running past. You know what I mean? And it's whoa, hang on, I'm over here. Like, never mind her over there. Never mind looking over there. And sometimes, you know, he turns around and looks back at us again. But yeah, I should call this camera Johnny number 5. Number Johnny 5. You're gonna get vandalism all over yourself. That wasn't a very good impersonation, but can you guess which movie that was from? Actually, forget that, I'll tell you. It was from Short Circuit 2, and the character in the movie that said that was none other than Fisher Stevens, and he was all blacked up to make him look like an Indian guy. Benjamin Bajavi or something, I can't remember his exact second name, and I'm standing in some mud. Shit. I didn't want to stand in mud. It's a bit squelchy around here, like a bit soggy, shall we say. The camera is doing that thing now, actually. Right, sorted. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's probably because I'm using a wide-angle lens. I've got an adapter. It's a wide-angle lens, right, that you fit on the front of the other lens, on the front of the camera, to make it more of a wide-angle view. Because the lens that's on this camera isn't the widest view So especially for when you're talking to the camera, a vlogging type of thing, you need a wider view to get everything in the shot properly. Otherwise, you can almost see up your nose type of thing. You know what I mean? But you don't want it. You don't want that. You don't want that. Believe me, you don't want that. It's getting windy again, rather cold. Yeah. But Short Circuit 2, if you haven't seen it, I like that one better than the first one. It was made in 1988, and it's also got an actor in it called Jack Weston. And it's also got actress, what's her name again? Cynthia Gibb. Cynthia Gibb, if you don't know her, she was in a Jean-Claude Van Damme film, which was called, what was it called again? The one in the prison? God, I can't think. Anyway, she was in that one, and she was in Youngblood, I believe, with Rob Lowe, which was made in about 1986, I think. But I still haven't seen it. I always remember the trailer though. It was always on the start of VHS tapes, movies that you rented out at the shop. You know, you used to have loads of trailers on the start. It was always on there at some point. Trailer for Youngblood. Yep. Now I'm just going to trek through these trees for a minute because I don't know, I just feel like going through the trees and stuff. So anyway, I have no clue what time it is now, by the way. But it's still spring and there's leaves on the ground. You think it feels like winter today though. I tell you, it's bloody freezing. I tell you. Now I've just arrived here back at St. Bede's Well, and as some of you may know, I've been here many times, in the dark and in the light. It's not how do you put it? It's a little bit eerie down here when you're down here in pitch black darkness, and I'm pretty sure most people wouldn't dare set foot in this location I'm standing in right now in pitch black darkness, because it's surrounded by trees for one thing, right? And you never know if there might be someone down here in the dark, maybe a homeless person sleeping somewhere or something, or even worse, you never know. And this is right next to where I bumped into that guy in the dark the other week now, and you didn't say a word to us. That was I still haven't got over that actually. It was a bit rough, that was. Yeah. So anyway, but what I've just noticed is, down here, is once again somebody's been setting fires in the well. I don't know why they've been doing that. I guess to keep warm maybe, or maybe they're cooking sausages or burgers or something, I don't know. But now they've got like a little wigwam teepee thing going on. I'll just show you. So here, as you can see, this looks like I don't know, they've built like a little wigwam teepee type thing with all the sticks, bits of tree and stuff, to make a little proper fire thing here. It's funny because this place at one time was filled with water, I guess, and these days it's very dry and they keep setting fire to it. Although, having said that, when it's been raining a lot, this thing used to be a lot emptier, but now they've filled it up with all this junk here, bits of pavement, stones and muck and stuff. I can't tell what else, bits of wood of course for the fire. Now it's like, you know, it doesn't fill up as much with the water, but I have seen it fill completely with water, and it's like a little pond, you know, when it's been raining a lot. It just gets usually filled with water, you know, floods, basically, but I don't think it'll flood that much with all this in it. Might a little bit, maybe, but I haven't had that much rain at the minute. Not yet, anyway, so, yeah. And over there, they've been chopping some more trees down. Let's have a closer look. I don't know who did that. Maybe it's the people who are looking after the place, and I don't think that's the council, to my knowledge. I think it's these people that have a Facebook group, but they wouldn't let us put any posts in. Actually, they did let us. Did they or not? I can't remember. I don't think they allowed me one of me St. Bede's Well videos in here in the group. That was the Friends of St. Bede's Well, I think it's called, or something. For some reason they wouldn't let us have me video in. It may have got in once and then they took it out again. I'm not sure, I can't remember now. They either didn't let it in or they took it out when it did get in. And I wasn't happy about that, so I left the group. It looks like someone's been setting fire to these logs here, as you can see. Dear me. Is there anything around here that they don't set fire to? God. Anyway. So they've been chopping some of these trees down and stuff, I don't know why. And there's another one over there, it looks like it's just fell down, maybe the wind again. it's like totally split or something. So there you go. So that's in a total of 3 trees that I found today down this area that have sort of looks like they've been blown over with the wind. This one snapped in half, as you can see. And there's a little moat through here somewhere around this bit, I think. I think this is up here. It's for when the path floods, I think. There's a path just beyond these trees, and I think it floods a bit or something like that. And this is to drain some of the water, I think, from when it gets flooded, something like that. I'm not exactly sure where it floods, but it might be over there where the path is, so it goes down the dip, maybe. But it's very dry here at the minute, as you can see, because they've been setting fire to everything, pretty much. Oh my god, was I not recording? Oh, you're kidding me! Okay, I'm now having to re-record this bit because I could have sworn I was recording and I've just talked on for a bit and I found out I didn't record anything. So that's just great, isn't it? Anyway, what I was saying was, this area here, St. Bede's Well, is also another very good spot if you want to do some paranormal investigating, EVP recording or communication, because it's a very good place. Years ago, I recorded a quite good EVP down here. I was down here in the dark by myself, and I heard what sounded like a monk chanting. It's on here on YouTube. It's from a few years back, quite a few. But I definitely think it was a monk or something. But I did get some people in the comments saying they thought it might have been a ship's horn on the River Tyne, because the River Tyne is not too far away from here in Hebburn. It's not dead close, but you can hear ship's horns. But it was very quiet that night I was down here recording the EVPs, right? Now, I was talking when you heard this EVP thing. It went over the top of my voice. But I can assure you, since it was very quiet, even though I was talking, I'm pretty sure I would have heard a ship's horn going or something. That sounded like a cow giving birth there or something, I'm not sure, rather than a ship's horn. But never mind. I'm not the best impersonator of ships' horns or cars' horns or bikes' horns or any other form of horns for that matter. But anyway, I didn't hear any ship's horns that night. It was quiet. You know, it was like after 12 o'clock at night, pitch black darkness, nobody else was here but me. So I still think it was something like maybe like I say, a monk chanting or something. And this place looked a lot different back in the day, the well bit, and all the surrounding area as well. It was all like grey, like rubble and stuff everywhere, no trees, no grass or anything like that, like how it is now. But the well itself had a huge cage thing around it, and if you want, you can look up pictures online where it shows exactly what it used to look like back then. It was very picturesque, and there was a little bridge somewhere around near it. I don't know if there was a stream, maybe there was, I'm not sure. I'm sure the bridge must have had water under it or something, because why else would they have a bridge there? But having said that, in Hebburn Park, down in the dip where the other bandstand is, there's also a little bridge, and there's no water under it. So I often wondered, why the hell is there a bridge in the park in Hebburn when there's no water under it? What have they got a bridge there for? I guess it's just for decorative purposes, but if you know otherwise, let us know. Right, it looks like it might be going to start to rain, so I better get moving. Right, okay, unfortunately I'm going to have to end this little session for today right here, because it's unexpectedly just started to freaking chuck it down. And this camera you can't use in the rain. It's not water resistant or waterproof. So, I'd just like to thank you very much for watching this video today. And I shall catch you all on the next one. And I guess I'll be heading back home since it's raining in a few minutes. So if you've enjoyed any of this, could you please give us a little like, and I'll be eternally grateful. So thanks very much in advance, and I shall catch you all next time. So have a good night or a good day wherever you are. So bye for now. Ta-ra now.